Good evening, my name is Ioana Nicolae and I am almost 18 years old. I live in Bucharest, Romania with my parents because I don't have any siblings. And although I don't have any siblings, I really like being around other people as I'm a very sociable and friendly person. I'm really interested in photography as well as knowing other cultures, and that's why most of the times I travel with my parents abroad in order to visit other countries and meet new people. I'm also prepared for taking up new challenges because I work very well under pressure, and I have experience in this field, which I'm going to tell you about later. I'm currently student at National Bilingual High School George Coșbuc. I'm in the 12th grade, so this is my last year, but with regret I can say that I'm going to miss it because this high school has offered me a wide variety of not only courses but also extracurricular activities which have helped me shape as the person who I am today. These activities involved volunteering or playing basketball. In the 9th grade, I had the opportunity to work as a volunteer with disabled children at Special School Number 1. This was a very interesting experience for me because it was the first time that I had ever worked with children, and they were also unfortunately disabled, so that was another difficulty I have successfully encountered. There I developed my communication skills as well as the skills which you must have when you work with a child, fulfilling their needs and getting to know their desires because they are not as easy as working with normal children. In the 10th grade, I have also worked with children, but this time differently because I had to teach them English. They were from a social center, so like they had a poor background, but they didn't have any disabilities at all. But I cannot say that this was easier because they were not so focused. Therefore, I had to try to find ways in which I can gain their attention, and I did that using a lot of articles, newspapers, even advice from my previous teachers because this was a new field for me and I really had no idea how to handle it. But in the end I did it successfully, and I am very proud that I had the chance to get to know them and to leave my mark on them. At the end of the year, I can proudly say that they have learned a lot. I mean, their level of English has definitely increased because throughout the year I used different workshops and games in order to motivate them to learn this language because they were in the 2nd grade. Apart from this, let's call them cultural activities, I have also played basketball, which has an activity which has developed me as a good leader because I was the captain of my team for 4 years, and this has helped me to know the difference between a boss and a leader and how to solve the problems that appear in your group and how to motivate them in order to achieve a success. And I can proudly say, along with my team and coach, we have achieved various goals that we had in mind. Okay, I believe that hospitality industry does not include only hotel management, so hotels in general, but also other various branches, because nowadays it is really important to know how to be kind with a person, and that's the customer. So if the customer is happy, ultimately you will be happy. I really enjoy when I'm working with people, when I can see that smile on their faces and I know that I have a small contribution on it. So this moment for me is the one that gives me the satisfaction. In addition, I know that hotel management consists of various departments, and I know that I will not exceed on all of them, but that's why I am eager and prepared to facing up new challenges, because I am ready to learn from my mistakes. Having learned from my previous mistakes has offered me the opportunity to stand here now in front of you making this video. Before deciding to study hospitality, of course I did a little research, and this research showed that the #1 country in Europe on hospitality is Switzerland. But of course you know that the costs there are too high. My parents and I cannot afford that. Therefore, I came to the conclusion that Netherlands is the best country for me. And as I digged and digged, I discovered a lot of interesting things that I think will be very useful for me in order to become the successful career person that I want to be. I have also visited the country recently because I wanted to get to know the country itself, but also the university, and that's why I had the chance to visit Apeldoorn. And I can truly say that it was magnificent. I mean, it is such a small city, but at the same time it has plenty to offer. I can really say that the international appeal, the diversity and the kindness of the people have truly amazed me. As related to my work experience, my parents own a villa near Câmpul Mușel. Therefore, I have spent most of my summers there. They were not there by my side, so I had to figure all the problems alone, because this villa, Ursulețul Voina, is a touristic destination. From this experience, I have gained a lot of knowledge about customer service, administration, as well as finance. But the most important concept I benefit from now is the level of satisfaction that both you and your clients possess. Several problems arose during these years, but with the help of my creativity and open-minded attitude, I managed to deal with them successfully. Of course, at the beginning I had a little help, but years went by, I became more independent, though I realized that I have found my passion. I believe that when you work in the field that you are most passionate about, it is undoubtedly that you will succeed in the future. I personally think that it is not the grade that qualifies you as a good or a bad student, but the skills that you possess. This being said, I'm going to tell you about a recent activity that took place at Goethe Institute, Bucharest. For 2 days, I have spoken entirely in German with people working with people from Germany, Romania, Russia, and also Moldova. The ultimate goal of this activity was to elaborate a project plan based on the relationship between the German and the Romanian culture. If the project would be successful, then Goethe Institute will be our financial sponsor. I have to admit it was a bit rough at first because we came from different social backgrounds and countries and with a different age and level of language. But in the end, it all became clear that we had the same purpose, and that was to win the big prize. The big prize being that Goethe Institute will finance our project. We chose to make a project about a simulation in the European Parliament, an opportunity for the high school students to excel in their debate and also German language skills. The high school students will debate on the currently discussed topics from the European Parliament, and we'll have to come up with a solution, because that's the ultimate goal. We want them to work as a team to do a lot of research and in the end to come up with a solution plan. The highlight of my implication in this project was the position that I held as a speaker in front of the committee in order to represent my team and our project. I've been more proud about this because our project did win. It was the most complex and well thought and well written project of them all. On the 24th of November, I participated at an activity organized by your university and Integral Edu at Hotel Novotel in Bucharest. It was about knowing your teachers, like having a little chat with them in order to ask further questions or to solve different dilemmas that you may have. And there I met your teacher, Jos Pov. I had the pleasure of meeting him during 40 minutes of a little, let's say, interview in which he presented me the program of the hotel management course. And in fact, he was the one that persuaded me into choosing hotel management. At the end of the interview, he asked for my email. Last week, as I traveled to the Netherlands, I brought him with the hope that he will be kind enough in order to show me around the university. And as a matter of fact, he talked with two Romanian students that are currently there in their third year. They have helped me get a better insight of your university by showing me classrooms and also attending one class. Reading as much as I did and actually seeing the university itself, I can truly say that I'm looking forward to becoming one of your students. Thank you for your time, and I'm ready to schedule an interview at your earliest convenience. Goodbye!